Hey everyone, this is Kirk here again at Option Alpha. This is the members only video update for December 5th. So hope you guys had a good weekend. Pretty interesting day here for stocks. So we'll go over everything on the charts as usual and kind of get my thoughts on where I see things going for the rest of the year and also talk about our December option portfolio for naked puts and calls and credit spreads, as well as starting to enter some January trades this week. But before I get into it, just wanted to give everyone an update on the new video platform. So I've done a combined total of 20 hours of videos thus far. So this could be chalked up to some of the delays in email responses, as I've been doing videos constantly throughout the day. So I try to do a couple every day. I've been making them really good. Most of the videos are anywhere between 12 and 17 minutes on average, which is actually fairly long for a video tutorial. So again, lots of topics covered on. I've done about a total of 20 hours combined of videos. Right now, it looks like there's going to be approximately 70 videos when everything's said and done for this round, and then after that, I will open up all the video tutorial sections for comments on additional videos that you want to add or you want to see. So don't add those right now, though, obviously, until you see what's out there. One thing I did want to, or I thought was actually pretty interesting, is that someone had emailed me the other day, a girl, and talking about giving Option Alpha as a gift for Christmas. So I just thought that was great. I didn't know that I was actually turning into gifts giving in the holidays. This is actually the first time that this has happened, which is pretty interesting and really, really great. So the video tutorials, like I said, this is the main video tutorials page where you can jump back and forth between all the different categories. As always with our platform, everything is very easy to navigate and use. You have all the major categories and sections both here on the left side, so as you're jumping back and forth through them, and you have all these cool fancy icons and links on the right side. So you can see we have everything from options trading's basics, entries, exits, understanding volatility, expiration, exercise, and assignment, risk management, trading psychology, bullish strategies, bearish strategies, neutral strategies, option pricing. You get the idea, right? So lots and lots and lots of videos. I'm going to keep adding videos. The initial plan is to have everything done by the end of this year. Yes, by the end of 2011, have everything ready to go for the initial rollout. And then once we get into those, then you can see if I just click here, I haven't loaded up the video icons yet, but you'll see that once we get into those, then you'll have this great box here where you can add your comments on what other videos you'd like to see. So if there's a topic I didn't cover completely, or if there was something that you just want to see that more in depth, then you would just add your comments here once the initial stage of these tutorials rolls out. So again, I'm trying to make things as easy as possible. I think that, as always, my goal with this website and with doing this blog in general has been to help others and to educate as much as I possibly can. I've come to the realization over the past couple months that video tutorials are the best way to go, and that's why I like doing coaching with people one-on-one, because it's on the screen, it's live, it's in person, and the next best thing is all these video tutorials. So hopefully you guys are going to really enjoy this. As always, you can send me your feedback, your comments, your questions. I'd love to get your opinions on everything that we're starting to build here for you guys. As far as the market is concerned, now that we're jumping back from the videos, pretty interesting past couple weeks, or really I should say 2 weeks almost. If it hadn't been for really this day here for the markets, this one huge astronomical day on the 30th, it would have been a pretty red month for stocks once again. But that kind of just barely broke them above even. So for the most part, the Russell is performing as much as I could say just right as I thought. So we did a good job of entering trades, generally speaking, as the market was falling down. The market has clearly really rallied away from us this time. And so most of the positions that we have are practically worthless already. There's really not much else we can do for November positions. There's only 10 days left for most of the options, and it just would be stupid to get too close to the market and chase some returns. So what we're going to do is we're going to move out further, and we're going to start selling some January options this week. Hopefully we can get a little bit of a pullback here on the markets. I definitely think that a good strong area of support is going to be the midpoint of this huge big white candle that we had on the 30th of November. So for all the indexes, really, this is going to be a nice area of support for the market to come back down and bounce off of if we're going to continue higher. It's technically a strong area of support, historically speaking, so that's my target, at least for the short term on those. Most of the indicators that I look at, MACD in particular, are just starting to move higher. In fact, the other week, when the markets were rallying off the bottom, we did get a nice bullish cross here on MACD, signaling that the markets had firmly moved into positive territory as far as a short-term trend. So we haven't seen that really starting to wane yet. Some of the candle patterns have started to slow down. We're starting to see more spinning tops, more dojis. Excuse me. But we haven't really seen momentum just yet start to slow down. There's still very much a bullish, positive momentum in the market. So we don't want to obviously sell too early and wait for the market to turn over, but we don't want to wait too late as well. So we're going to start with January this week, get our feet wet, and starting to build some really good positions below the market. I still think that the puts are the best way to go right now. I think anything around 520 to 530 on the Russell is a really good trades. It's about 2% on credit spreads right now, and that's a really good risk reward. It's a big drop in roughly 43 days, I believe. So I think it's a pretty good 45 days. So I think it's a pretty good risk reward going forward. The big news story, I guess, since the market rallied, it has been the VIX dropping below 30. I've used this chart a couple times to highlight the fact that even though the market's been falling and rallying, etc., all of the rallies that we've had recently, the VIX has stayed relatively high, so it's stayed relatively above 30. Well, now we've jumped back down under that $30 level. So what that means for option premiums is that they're really drying up on the top side. So puts are obviously going to be more expensive across the board and therefore higher premiums for sellers. But the call options are just really not worth it at this point, especially in the face of a huge rally that we could continue to see, like we had in the years past. We don't want to sell right in the front of this ginormous rally if it does end up being a really big Santa Claus rally. So that's really my strategy for the rest of the month and the week here. I'm going to start entering some of the January options this week, so be on the lookout for trading alerts for those. November, you can pretty much consider it done and in the bag unless we have a huge move down the next couple of days, but volatility is just not worth it. We don't want to force any returns, and we'll take the nice fat profits that we have and finish out our profitable year once again. As always, hope you guys enjoy these videos, and please give me your comments and feedback. Love to hear what you guys are thinking.